Welcome back to another Goblin Slayer review. Today is episode 7. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Cal Shock. As always, Logan's anime viewer only. I come from the manga. And we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Let's do this.
This episode was wowee. I forgot how horrifying some of these moments were.
It was crazy. And goblins were killed, which is a plus.
Goblins were killed. So yeah, right off the bat, we have the priestess and sword maiden together, and they have a little discussion. But really, what comes out of it is, the priestess is like, you know what? I think the sword maiden understands what it's like to deal with goblins.
Right.
She has a scar. She got hit from behind.
She definitely had a encounter with goblins. Unfortunately, she also tells the priestess like, "Hey, Goblin Slayer's not gonna always be around, all right?"
Yeah. Which really,
that's a death flag if I've ever seen one.
And it messes up with the priestess later in the episode too. But there's a few things before they go into the sewers and stuff. Like, they find it strange that there's no quest to slay giant rats, because they do have a massive sewer underneath. You would think, they'd have some giant rats,
right?
But we know that the goblins are doing stuff that are abnormal too. So, especially with the boats, all that other stuff, they seem a little smarter too. But he bought a canary, he got poison detection, which he learned from some miners, because he's all about, he can learn from somebody, he's gonna do it.
He's just so. I don't know about that scene. It was just so funny. Like, he brought the canary, and then like, "Oh, what is that?" He's like, "You haven't seen a bird?"
He's just like, okay. He doesn't like read into anything. He's just a very literal guy.
I really like how literal he is. It makes it, because it's like humorous, but it's not like supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like straight up comedy. It's just like blunt humor, I guess. So it's
right.
Like, they'll find ways to bring a little light into this very dark setting and show.
Right.
And I do like how they go into like how he's, over the years he's always asking anybody for any type of advice, like, how can I detect poison or whatever. He goes talks to some miners who are used to it in the mines and stuff. They're like, "Oh, canaries are good at that."
It really shows Goblin Slayer as a character. He's not like, a character that was, "Oh, I was born strong," or like, "I was given this strength." It's like, it's literally just tons of experience. Like, he's done it so long, so many times, he just pretty much has picked up every trick in the book to fight a goblin.
Yeah, exactly. And then they kind of walk straight into a trap with the goblins set up like a body. It was a skeleton, but there was a wig on it to make it look like, a girl was chained. But hey, it was not. They locked them in. It was like, all right, something's controlling these goblins, because we know they're not that smart. And it's like, they have gas, like poison gas too.
Yeah, they like poison stuff. This is where shit went down. This was crazy.
Yeah, it's like,
this whole thing was crazy.
This is where the experience comes in too, because the Goblin Slayer's like, all right, we have these masks, rub it with charcoal, use some herbs, block out the poison, cover the holes so the gas reverses and will kill some of the goblins. And it's like,
he's very quick thinking, which they're lucky he's there, or they'd all be dead.
True. And then we get to see the Goblin Champion. Like, I like how when the Goblin Champion comes in, he just kills the goblins in front of him to smash down like the door fully out of the way.
Right.
He's just insane.
He's kind of like the ogre. How he's just like, you know what, get out of my way.
Yeah, that's the thing. When it comes to Goblin Slayer and meeting something big, he always gets hit. Just right off the bat, just thrown up against a wall. This time he was hit much harder.
He got smashed. Well, first of all, I want to say that little scene, little 360.
Oh, yes.
That scene was amazing. Like,
he's like cuts them all in half, and then it's like,
that scene was so cool. Like, It's something. Well, I don't know if it's simple in animation because you don't really see it, but when you do see it, you're like, "Holy shit, that was
Like,
amazing!"
you know what? We really like the Matrix, the scene where he does
Right.
against Agent Smith in the park, or not the parking lot or whatever it was. And it's like, we're gonna do that with goblins.
Goblins Reloaded.
uh,
It was amazing.
yeah, but him getting hit, of course, the priestess has the flash of the sword man, and like, oh, Goblin Slayer is gonna disappear one of these times, and she panics, and she almost gets everyone killed because she panics.
Right. Can I say how like messed up these goblins are? Jesus Christ! Like they're in the middle of fighting, and they're trying to strip the elves' clothes off in the middle of fighting. It's
Yeah,
like,
they they prioritize like breeding. I'll use that word. Okay. Breeding over like actual like killing them or combat or anything like that. Um, and of course, yeah, because Priestess had dropped her protection because she started having a panic attack.
right.
Which it's like, come on, you got to keep it up.
You
You
gotta
have
focus.
other companions. Goblin Slayer, he somehow survives through a lot of shit. He's got that armor for a reason.
Right. I mean,
And
even Priestess got a huge
she
like
got
chunk
this
bit
the
out of her.
Goblin champion just he just went to town. You know, he was like,
Right.
it's time for meal. And then
That scream was horrifying. My goodness.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we see Longhair's getting her clothes torn. Like, you know, Blizzard's got all these goblins on top of him, and it's like, it's just truly horrifying. That we got, you know,
I was worried because, like, in this show, I feel like literally anyone could die.
yeah, without a doubt.
Even you cannot even get that feeling with Goblin Slayer because, like, no one really has a name. I mean, obviously they have like titles, but like Goblin Slayer could just be, you know, a title. It's like, oh, the next person could be Goblin Slayer. So I was literally worried for everyone. I was like, holy shit, this is literally any of them could die, and it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, we see Goblin Slayer. He has like those memories rush back, and then like another voice talking to him. It's like, you were powerless before. You're gonna be powerless again and do nothing. You just watch them. Like, it's like
Talking that shit on him.
yeah, basically.
Dude, he went berserk mode. Like he straight up, dude. I don't know what it is about the little red eye through the helmet, but
Dude,
it's always it's such
demonic,
a good
dude.
right. It's such a good like effect. Like it's so impactful for such a minor thing.
Yeah, it's, and then we see the dice coming down again. That kind of, like, first of all, coming from D&D, dude. Where's my D20s? D6s are rarely used. They're used for like damage and healing off potions and stuff. If this was a life-saving throw, it should be on a D20. Because I was like, what is these dice supposed to represent? Is it the life-saving throw? Because it should be a D20. That's like, but yeah, he does get up. What do you know? The wig is a very strong wig. Once
Came
again,
very
his experience
useful.
comes in. He's like, assassins use hair. It's like, you know, he's just strangling the heck out of this Goblin champion.
It was, oh my god. He went berserk mode. He's like, all right, I'm gonna choke your ass out the whole time. And then he like gouged its eye out.
Yeah, he was holding it. All the goblins were like, he's like, who's next? Is it you? And he drops the eye, and they're like, oh shit, he just pulled out the Goblin champion's eye.
I'd run away too. Like, obviously, you know, they're very influenced, the goblins. So when their Goblin champion gets its ass whooped,
yeah, it ran away too. So
they're like, oh shit, we gotta run.
yeah, they're all running. The Goblin champion runs. It's, you know, down to one eye. And I like how Goblin Slayer, even in his weak state, just spears the dead one on the ground and like,
make sure it's dead. Okay.
It's like, you ain't standing up, you ain't running, because, you know, eventually, you know, he doesn't want them all to flee. He wanted to kill the leader first. Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
All right. So I feel like they're gonna have to go back for a round two.
Yeah.
If Goblin Slayer's, you know, not dead, because he straight up just like passed out at the end, which is
yeah. If only, I guess, if you're coming into this with no knowledge and like you didn't hear anybody else talk about how like I did last episode with arc switching and stuff like that. It's, you know, if you didn't hear any of this stuff, and I guess you could be like, oh, he's dead. I feel like, to me, first of all, it stays on that scene of all of them hovering over Goblin Slayer at the end. As like, it just stayed there. I was like, why is it? I was like,
through the bird's eye.
Yeah, I was like, man, what?
I read that there were supposed to be credits rolling, which would make sense, like during that scene. Because even when I watched it, I was like, why did that go on for like 2 minutes? Like literally that one, it was literally like the bird's eye looking at them. I was like, what's going on?
I don't know. I found it a little more horrifying without the credits rolling. I don't know, because then it did cut to the actual credits at the end. So, I guess that's one way to do it. But yeah, so I felt like this would have been an awesome season ending episode. They just left it there because we only know it's gonna be 12, and it's just like, oh, they fall down at this Goblin champion, and then just because I think they switch things around because they're like, oh, we need something that says, damn, this is a season ender. Let's get season 2 because we need it to be big enough or whatever, which I think it will be. I mean,
it definitely will be.
Definitely will be. But I feel like this would have been a great season ending because then it would have been like, oh shit. Is he dead?
Yeah.
Fully dead? We got 5 episodes left. It's like, what's going on here? And it's like, what's it's like, oh man, this is real. But the fact that it wasn't season ending, because I don't know, it's just the way they ended it. It could have been perfect for a season ending.
Yeah. If I was a group, I'd be worried. If your goblin expert is passed out or whatever you want to call it, you better hope goblins don't show back up.
It's time to run.
Right, you better run his ass back.
Pick him up. You have to pick up both him and the priestess. She ain't doing so hot. You
better summon some bone fighters, haul their asses out of there.
Yeah, because the dwarf is out of spells too. He used all of them to seal the poison. It's like they're in a rough spot right now.
They are in a super rough spot. But yeah,
that's the episode.
Let's jump on in.
Jump into scores. Yeah, what do you got?
I'll say I'll say 8.5 to 9ish. I thought it was super good. It was very suspenseful. It was very intense. Even though, you know, it's just a show about goblin killing, but there was lots of like emotions riding on this episode. Just how you literally felt like someone was gonna die or some. Like it went bad so fast. You're like, okay, this is awful. Someone's dying. Like you felt helpless, kind of like in episode 1 where you're like, oh shit, like these things are actually like for the past few episodes we've handled goblins pretty easily, but then when one thing goes wrong, you're like, oh shit, these things are actually crazy and dangerous and little murdering shits. But yeah, I thought it was super. Like I just loved. I don't know. I just love how they find unique ways to deal with the goblins all the time.
Yeah,
and like that 360 shot was still amazing. That thing was like, holy shit!
It's like we're borrowing this one straight from the Matrix playbook.
Right. It was. Yeah, it was. I just loved all the action, the intensity, everything.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the 8.5. I felt like I would give it much higher if it was the season finale. Because then it would have been like, oh shit, this is real. It could still be real, I guess, if they want to take it that way. But the one thing you were saying how like bad it went real quick, it kind of reminds me of the scene from Lord of the Rings where they're in the tomb or whatever for the dwarves, and they're locked in, and then the troll and all the other goblins come rushing in, and it gets real quick for them. It's kind of what this was. He's got inspiration from everywhere, dude. He's like DB. the animists love Matrix. The writer also loves Lord of the Rings, maybe.
Perfect.
Yeah, just grab from all the best worlds and do your own thing with it. But yeah, it's just I forgot. It's just so horrifying. Just watching everything go. It's like it really does set you up. Like things could go wrong for any of these characters at any time. It's like, yeah, we're gonna get you attached, but when will we take one away from you?
I'm still.
And it's like, which one are we gonna take away from you? It's like I don't want to lose any of them.
I'm waiting for that moment, and it's gonna be brutal, and I'm gonna be sad.
It will be, but yeah, that does it.
That does it. That means it's spiel time.
As always, for a little glimmer of hope in your world, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like, anything like that. Again, no spoilers, confirming, denying theories. This Logan is anime viewer only. Plenty of others are. And yeah, until next time, peace out.
See ya.